Game over.
Welcome to Game Over.
Sorry? Oh, yeah, that's alright. I'll stop scoring. Take those pegs to work, Rail.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, there you are. Yes.
Sorry.
There you are. It's all good. Cool.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, all good.
Okay. Alright, so you're good?
Yep. So, who's at...
So, take it away.
Oh, okay. Oh, goodness. Nervous. Okay. You think I'd be talking on the phone all day? That I'd be able to just be like, yeah, bang. Right, yeah. Alright, I'll give it my best shot.
Okay.
So, what do you want me to introduce you as? Do you have a specific name? Yeah? You don't want to use your arrow or anything, no?
Oh, yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah, then. Greetings and salutations, all you gamers across Australia and the outside world. Greetings, and you might figure out this is not Arrow or Alaisdair, as he likes to be called. My name is Chunt. I sound different, yes. As you're expecting another voice, who is with me right here? Introduce yourself.
Hello.
Wow, there we go. Wow.
I know, that was really worth waiting for.
It was, wasn't it?
I know.
Yeah. So this is this week's Game Over podcast, everybody. Woo!
Yay!
We need to get some of those canned claps like they do on sitcoms.
Oh, maybe I'll put some into this special podcast.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not, yeah.
That'd be good.
But this is our last one.
I know, right?
I'm like for the year. Let me
Yeah, oh, yeah, right, for the year.
For the year.
Yeah, so it was your Christmas present to me was to start the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, yes, it was very nerve-wracking and stuff. Yeah, on the spot.
Well, at least your first time's over.
I know, right? Pop my cherry.
And there was no blood.
No.
So,
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Why?
Wow.
Why, I don't know.
You're quite gentle with me. It's nice.
Yeah. Always gentle the first time.
Oh, fuck.
So
Holy shit.
Oh, it's started.
Yep, indeed.
So what are we doing? What are we talking about?
Oh, year in review. How about that?
That was very 3 words of you.
Yeah, year in review. Say no more.
So basically, this is our first Game Over 2013 awards, and this is the first time we've ever done this. We did I think we gave out a NovaStream Game of the Year award last year, and I don't think it really meant anything, or many people read it. Hopefully this year will be different.
Of course it will.
We are going to do a couple of different categories, and I don't think John even knows what they are.
I'll say, yeah, sure, I'll just go on the fly, yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's not rigged or anything, we're not getting paid off for anybody, are we? Or...
No, I wish we were. If you want to pay us, we can re-record it.
Yeah.
And, we'll just overdub it, and, no one will ever know.
I would like a Microsoft fund.
I'd like a Sony
Xbox
fund,
sponsorship.
please.
Well, how about they both sponsor it, and we can both be the flagmen of this podcast or our website.
And I'd take some Nintendo love while I'm there. Why not?
Oh, you slut. You always take more.
I know.
Please.
Take it all. Those Wii remotes, let me tell you.
Oh my god. They have rumble in them, don't they?
They do.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Want to hear a really funny story? I don't think I've ever done this on the podcast. Last year, for Christmas, my brother bought me a PlayStation remote, and it's like a soap bar shaped like a PlayStation remote.
Wow.
And a Game Gear cartridge, a Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Game Gear cartridge, and they're both soaps.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's like, oh yeah, they make it for everything.
Oh,
and I went onto the website, and the PlayStation Move controller looks really soft.
Oh! Wow. Wow. Wow.
Because I was like, oh my god, the Wiimote, but it was the PlayStation Move
Holy
controller.
shit.
I lost it.
Yeah.
I lost
Well,
it.
that's pretty sus.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
So apparently, they have made an Xbox One Soap Edition. Apparently, it's soap to last 12 months.
Oh.
It's that big.
Oh. Ha ha ha. Man, wow.
Snap.
Wow.
Yes.
I
Snap that.
was actually legitimately interested and believed.
Mm-hmm. So let's move on to the year in review.
Yes, let's do it.
So it's been a really interesting year for gaming this year.
Yeah.
I think at the start of the year it was a bit soft.
Mm.
I remember going, there's not really much coming out that I'm excited about. And it wasn't really until Tomb Raider hit that
I've yet to play that.
it started getting good. I will backtrack and say God of War, but that's another story.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan, didn't finish it.
Oh,
Meh.
no, like, I played it with great anticipation, and I was morbidly and mortifyingly disappointed after the amazing, epic God of War 3. I expected, fuck yeah, another one, they're just going to raise the bar again. But,
Didn't happen.
No.
So, yeah, but Tomb Raider for me was the start of gaming, I thought, anyway. I just didn't really connect with anything before that. And yeah, then Tomb Raider came out and just wiped the floor.
Yep.
For me, I think it's the best reboot
Oh, yeah.
that's been made of any game ever. Big call, but I think it's true.
Well, I haven't played it myself, but everybody that I know that has it...
What?
Yeah, everybody I know that has it has been, like, saying you need to fucking buy this game.
God, well, good news for you.
Oh,
if
yes.
you haven't heard this week.
Oh, yes.
Tomb Raider Definitive Edition coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4 January,
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh, I'll be picking that up, that's for sure.
So excited.
Yep.
Cannot wait.
Totes.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Bioshock Infinite just screwed with my head.
Yeah.
Like, that game just, wow. Like, did you finish it?
No.
Okay. Do you know what happens?
Oh, yeah. I've read about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So it's not really spoilers.
No.
Just the ending for that game, I just was sitting there just in shock.
Yeah.
Mouth open going,
What the
you've
fuck?
blown my mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Amazing. And then a month later comes Naughty Dog's new game, The Last of Us. I know you haven't played it,
No.
but wow.
Yeah.
Like, they did amazing things with Uncharted, but what they did with this is just genius. If you haven't played it, you really need to play it, especially you, John.
Well, that'll be a bit hard. I don't have a PS3 anymore.
It takes a lot for a game to make me cry,
Oh.
and I cried in this game in the first 20 minutes of the video.
Wow. Holy shit.
I've never seen a game use characters and be able to connect with them as quickly as this game did.
Wow.
And you go, oh yeah, another zombie game, but this is a completely different kind of zombie game. And I still replay it now and love it, and just, amazing.
Man, to follow on with the whole emotional effectiveness of games, I don't care what anyone says, but when Gears of War 2 came out, and when Dom, spoilers if you haven't played it, you feel if you haven't, when Dom has to force himself to end his own wife, like, I was like, holy shit, that whole scene, I was like, mother of God. I was a bit kind of, that's kind of a bit full on. And then Gears of War 3, when Dom sacrifices himself to save all his friends. I'm not going to spoil how he does it, but the whole scene, the way it's done and everything, and all across those games, you can see their brothers, like, they're not brothers, but you know what I mean, like, their whole friendship and their bond. You just grow with them as the games go. And I love that series so much. And when that happened, I was like, no way. Like, that was like a real bro moment. I'm like, no, like, I was pretty cut off. I was like, Dom, that's Dom. Like, I don't play a lot of games that actually do that, or I haven't played a lot of games that have done that to me, like, or that I've loved a game so much that you're so attached to these characters. And, like, people might look at Gears of War, like, Gears of War Judgment came out, I think it was, was it this year as well? it paled in comparison to the rest of them, but I still enjoyed it. But there's not many games that have actually grabbed me that much where I've just fallen in love with the franchise. Like I've got the guns, I've got the collector's edition stuff, and the statues and all this kind of shit. And like that's if people say games don't matter or they don't do anything or they're not an art form or anything like that. Like it takes a lot for something of that medium to actually grab you. Like it doesn't happen to me very often. Like it's a powerful thing because you're controlling those characters, so you're that much more invested in them if the story's good. So when something happens to one of the main characters, like it's another.
Take note, Lego Marvel superheroes.
What? Lego Marvel superheroes. Is that an emotional roller coaster? Is it?
Oh, it's an emotion. There's no emotion in it. That's the problem.
It's a Lego game.
But anyway,
if you're
let's not get me started because I will be here all night talking about my hatred of that game.
A whirlwind story from a Lego game, let alone one.
Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes.
Yeah, that one's
best game they've made.
Yeah, that was solid. That was really good.
Yeah. See.
Fair enough.
Back to 2013.
Oh, when we are.
So it's not all about stories. There were also some pretty just cool games like Injustice.
Fuck yeah.
That, well, pretty much made me like a fighting game. Right. Not just because it had really cool DC characters, but just because of the, controls and the moves and the story in that is still really good.
I know, right? Have you seen the link on YouTube where it's got all the cutscenes put together?
Yeah, and it's an awesome movie.
Yeah, it's like a movie. It's pretty good. Well, I've got a couple of mates who they're on the team of the whole Aquaman's a joke thing, or they were.
I hate them.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, every time I hear it, I'm like, no, man, you don't understand Aquaman, but they've played this game, and they've seen some of the DC animated features where he's in it, especially recently, the Flashpoint and stuff. But when they played Injustice, they come over and have a go, I'm going to give Aquaman a go, whatever. And they'd be watching the story and just play the game like, holy crap, Aquaman is really cool, like, holy shit. And I'm like,
he's got the same powers as Superman. Hello, and he can't be affected by kryptonite.
Well, he's not as strong as Superman, and he doesn't have heat vision or...
Oh yeah, he doesn't have heat vision.
And he can't fly.
But he is just as strong.
Well, yeah.
And yeah, he can fly.
In the water.
Yeah.
That's swimming.
Semantic.
That's swimming.
Yeah. Also, biggie for handhelds.
Oh, yeah?
I think this year I played more handheld games than I have in my entire life. Things like Animal Crossing, New Leaf, Why Did You Make Me Addicted, still playing it to this day.
Wow.
Please let go and stop sucking me dry.
Oh, jeez.
Pokemon.
Goodness.
Pokemon turned 3D, finally.
Yeah, and you can move in diagonals.
Yes. And actually has some beautiful graphics on the 3DS and DS.
3DS and DS?
Yeah.
What? Is it on...
3DS and DS.
Is it on the DS
you
as well?
can buy a DS version.
Oh, really? Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Also on handhelds, Batman finally made the leap in the Arkham series with Batman.
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 Wow.
Batman coming to a sleepy mattress outlet near
He
you.
fights crime backwards.
Yes. Yeah.
In reverse.
He's sponsored by Posture
He fights crime in reverse, so that means they stop him.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Finally came to handheld consoles with Blackgate, one of the best games on the Vita. Media Molecule finally said, Sony, this is what your little Vita can do, and made a game that was really worth playing and finishing through Tearaway.
Cool.
But above it all, we had lots of indie games, and don't we really love our little indies at the end of the day?
I guess.
Sometimes.
I really delved too much into the indies.
Sometimes. Well, I got introduced to indies because of PlayStation Plus, because a lot of the PlayStation early release games were indie games, and the free ones were indies, and you pretty much were forced to play them. Well, not forced, but they were what was free.
Wow.
And I think the first indie game that I fell in love with was Flower.
Oh, yep.
It's now also out on the PlayStation 4, review up soon. And Vita, which is amazing having that handheld. And then from there, it kind of got crazy. Limbo is still one of my favourite games.
Yeah, how creepy is that?
Can't wait. I hope they do something more with it. They expand it. I don't know what they can do, but yeah, love that game.
I played the iPad version.
Is it any good?
Yeah. Yeah, it's solid, man. Yeah.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And then you've got Journey. Journey was our best game of 2012.
Oh.
And I still love playing it. And there's still people playing it multiplayer, so thank you, because I love playing it multiplayer with other people, because it's just more fun.
It is. Agreed.
But to be honest, this year I didn't really see that many indie games that I liked.
I have a question about the indie games.
What?
Would you have actually picked them up if they weren't free?
Well, I do now, because with PlayStation Plus I learned that indie games don't mean that they're crap. Because that was my mantra. I'm like, I'm not spending money on games that aren't like a big, massive release. And then when I got PlayStation Plus, I realised, oh my god, these games are fun. And now I will spend cash on an indie game if I've heard good things.
Okay.
Or go, oh, that's new, read a review on it. Oh, okay, that looks like it's my thing, or it's not.
Right, okay.
So I'm thinking this year of Guacamelee. I don't know if you've played it.
No.
It's pretty cool. Proteus.
These are all PlayStation stuff, aren't they?
No. Proteus, Resogun.
Oh, yeah. I played that at a mate's place recently.
Stealth Inc., A Clone in the Dark, also on Vita as well. Love it.
Vita.
Been some really good indie games. So it's time to give out our first award, Chunt.
Oh, exciting.
And it's for best indie game.
Are you going to wear some kind of nice dress, or are you going to have some nice little...
Well, I'm actually wearing my birthday suit. Let me turn my camera on.
Oh, wow. Holy...
Jeez. In your face.
Goodness me.
Get that in your face.
Wow.
So, our Game Over Best Indie Game of 2013 goes to... Drum roll, please.
There you go.
That was the worst drum roll I've ever heard.
How about that?
Actually, a tie.
A tie?
A tie. We couldn't decide.
That's bullshit.
The winners are Guacamelee and Stealth Inc., A Clone in the Dark. Two of the best indie games of this year. Too hard to choose between because they were both equally as engaging. They're both available on all consoles and handhelds, so there wasn't even that little edge to push it over.
Which has the better name?
Guacamelee, because it's fun to say.
Therefore it wins.
Oh!
There you go. Sorted that for you.
Oh, good lord. But yeah, we're going to have reviews of all of these games up on the website between now and the beginning of January, so you can read up on these games. We have reviewed them officially, we haven't reviewed some of them. So we will get to that, we do apologise. Speaking of indies and not using major consoles, it's been a really big year, as I said, for the handheld consoles. So the Vita and the 3DS have been pretty huge this year, with some pretty big releases, and there are a lot of contestants in this category. So we've got Animal Crossing New Leaf, Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, Tearaway. We did shove Guacamelee in there. Again, Luigi Mansion, Dark Moon, Plants vs. Zombies 2, Pokemon,
there you go, wait for it.
Rayman Fiesta Run, SteamWorld Dig, Tearaway. It's just too much.
Oh man.
But
first world problems.
We do have a winner. It's a very exciting winner. This game I have actually already mentioned. Animal Crossing New Leaf, congratulations, you are our best mobile game of 2013/handheld. Sorry.
Wow, Animal Crossing beats Pokemon.
Yes. Let me tell you why. 6 months later, still checking Animal Crossing New Leaf every day.
Wow.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. Every day.
Holy shit, eh?
And you know what? I haven't really loved the previous Animal Crossing installments, and this is the one that has got me hooked. I love it. It's addictive. It's like The Sims, but with cute animals, and I just love it. There is a review of this up on the website, but it will be featured.
Wow. It kind of explains better that, God, my English fail. I fail English. Yeah. Impossible. It kind of explains how you like Zoo Tycoon so much.
Oh my god, I played it again last night.
Yeah, I played the demo last night.
Love it, love it, love it. So let's move on away from consoles to the filthy PC gamers.
Ew.
Now, we are not PC gamers.
Hell no.
I have tried this year to play a couple.
Yep.
So I was able to formulate a category also based on friend recommendations. So thank you, Devil Axel. I know you're listening. Thanks for your help, because I would have been lost without this. So, for 2013 PC games, we have Total War Rome 2, The Wolf Among Us Episode 1, Tomb Raider, Starcraft 2,
the Space Cow,
Guacamelee, and Civilization 5 Brand New World. Guacamelee's in a lot of things.
Yeah, what the hell? What a whore.
I know, it's the category.
How many dicks has Guacamole sucked to get in all the categories?
None, unfortunately.
No.
Sorry, and SimCity. I did leave SimCity out. I apologise.
There's a reason for that.
It's not going to win.
No.
So the winner of Best PC Game 2013 is Total War Rome 2.
Amazing.
So congratulations to Sega.
Wow. Sega!
Managed to not stuff up a game.
Wow.
Pity we can't say the same about Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Ooh.
Which leads into the next category.
Wow.
Which is Worst Game of 2013.
There's so many.
There is actually so many. I'm going to start off the class by saying Young Justice Legacy.
Oh, wow. I was waiting for the turnaround.
Wow. Wow. I just hate you so much. I wish I'd never laid my eyes on your PlayStation 1 style graphics. Your horrible, just level design that's the same thing in a different set.
You were blinded by the fandom. Man, you could tell by the first trailers, it looks like a PS2 game at best. Like,
I chose to ignore that.
I understand why, but shit. Seriously. I have nothing else to say. Just shit.
But it was not the worst, but it's pretty bad.
Wow.
Yeah. Honestly, there are only two that stick out as really bad. What about you?
Oh man, if you want really, really bad in gaming in general, are we just talking consoles or in general this year?
We are talking games.
Okay, right. The worst game I played was on iOS, and it was Super Plumber Man, I think it was called.
It's Super Mario World, isn't it? Just with a plumber.
Well,
man.
It was like a blatant rip-off of Mario, clearly. And to buy a life, like a 1-up token, I think they call it, was $10, microtransactions.
What?
Yeah, so if you're trying to play the game with the worst controls possible, and you try not to fall down the hole and die, like it's just impossible, you have to spend $10 to keep playing unless you want to start again.
Wow.
That was the worst game I played this year.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
The award does go to Aliens Colonial Marines.
Wow.
Now, if anyone who's played this game is nodding their head and agreeing, we don't need to discuss it, so we're not going to discuss it. Let's just move on.
Very cool.
So this is a new one that I thought of. I don't know what everyone's going to think, but this is an award for Best Social Game of 2013. Now, what I mean by social game is a game you play on your phone or pad.
Wow.
And
Phone sex.
it's one of those annoying games that annoy the hell out of your Facebook friends because you continually post or invite them to play.
Oh.
Now, there's only 3 games that made the cut.
I know what it is.
So the first game up for nomination is The Simpsons Tapped Out.
Ugh.
Now, it is really cool. It has voices from the show. It is a SimCity ripoff, in that it takes the piss out of SimCity.
Okay.
And the Smurfs Village constantly. The good thing about this game, though, it changes with the season and incorporates stuff that happens in the TV show every week.
Okay.
You know, the Halloween, we've had Whacking Day. That was like the best month of that game ever.
Whacking Day.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whacking Day, Halloween. Yeah, it's been a really fun year with Tapped Out. I'm still playing it every day, building up my Springfield, and
Shit.
then they introduced Krusty Land as like another place you can go to and you build your own theme park, but it's Krusty Land.
Wow.
That's starting to take off. It's really cool.
God damn.
Second nomination is Candy Crush.
Burn it, burn it.
Now, I did not want this in here, but I was overruled.
Kill it.
But Candy Crush is nominated for an award. Enough said. The next game is Jurassic Park Builder. Also a Sim-style game. This one connects to your Facebook.
Wow.
And you build your own Jurassic Park, Aquatic Jurassic Park, and Glacier Jurassic Park.
Wow.
You unlock DNA by dicking. Funny that.
Dicking.
And build your own theme parks. Well, Jurassic Park.
Wow. Oh.
And level up your dinosaurs. And they've just introduced battle mode where there's a big ballerina and you can
Make dinosaurs fight. Holy shit. That's...
Yeah.
Wow. It's like...
It's pretty cool. I do like it. I have had technical glitches and issues with it, so I've actually stopped playing it.
Dinomon.
Crack the shits. But yeah, so there are 3 nominees, and the winner is The Simpsons Tapped Out.
Wow.
Just for being interesting enough to keep me going all year.
Wow. Okay.
So let's move on to talk about some of your gaming highlights for 2013. Tell us, Chunt.
Okay.
Some of your glorious moments. What are those achievements you've unlocked that you've gone, yes!
God.
I'll let you stew on that while I talk about
There's
mine.
so many.
I know. I'll start talking about mine and you can think about it.
Fuck.
Injustice. I loved just getting that final trophy of you've played the whole story. Yes.
Jesus.
That was awesome. And just being in that story and going, what the hell? This was meant to be a mindless fighting game. Why do you have a really good story?
That's not allowed.
Huh?
That's not allowed, is it?
No, that's but just get out.
I know, right?
Yeah, awesome gaming moment.
Fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot. I think, and everyone's talking about this, and it doesn't sound like I'm copying, but I'm really not. The moment in The Last of Us when Ellie sees the giraffes is so touching. I did cry, of course. And it's just such a point in the game where things are nuts. And to just see, for her to see a giraffe for the first time ever is just amazing. It was so good. The end of Bioshock Infinite, we talked about this before. Wow. Just wow.
Goodness.
And just playing Tomb Raider, like, far out. I will never forget that like, ever, just going, bitch is back. Bitch is back.
Wow.
This is what it should be. Bitch is back. Riding down those river rapids and constantly, deliberately running into tree trunks that pierce her heart.
Yeah,
and
getting impaled.
make her slide all the way down. Like, that's awesome.
Oh, God.
Who thinks of that?
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Legends. That's who do.
Wow. Well, I mean, it might not sound like amazing, but I 100%ed Lord of the Rings Lego.
Woohoo! I 100%ed Lego Batman too.
Oh, I'm so close.
I kept playing it this year.
Oh, I'm so close. Like,
Even though it was last year.
my girlfriend and I finished Lego Lord of the Rings from start to finish together. Like, we both 100%ed that game. I couldn't have done it without her. So now I'm trying to get her to help me 100% Lego Batman 2.
Nice.
But yeah, one of my... when I was back to Injustice, holy shit, I remember jumping online and fighting people online, and I was Superman all the time, and I never came across a Doomsday. But there was this one point when I just had, like, I don't know, 7 matches or something, and I'm like, give me a Doomsday, someone's got to play Doomsday. And this guy picked a Doomsday character. I'm like, fuck yeah, like, I'm going to play Superman vs. Doomsday, let's throw down. And it just happened to be in the Fortress of Solitude as well. And I was like, I'm just like, yes, like, this is me. Like, this is like Superman excitement kind of fanboy moment right here. And it was thrown down. And, oh man, it was such a tight fight. Like, this guy had mastered Doomsday, and it was only like the first week. And like, I got owned, but I just beat him, like, just barely. And I had the new 52 costume on Superman, and I was like, yes, like, this game, it's just so good. Like, if I had to pick one of my most favourite games this year, it would be Injustice, purely because I've been a DC Comics fan, and just, it's like a showcase of, like, fuck you, everyone, our characters are cool, like, no matter what anyone says. Like, Marvel fanboys, I know a lot of them, and they seem to be like, oh, Marvel characters are the best, and DC Comics are shit, and the characters are crap, and then blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, bitch, look at this. This just owns all of your shitty games. And you got the Batman Arkham series, like, Arkham Origins, I loved. Like, that was another one of my favourite games this year.
Yeah.
Just going back, like, it didn't go back far to his early days as I thought it would, but seeing him as not really experienced, and he's, like, really brash and just not really collected, and as the Batman we all know, and that was a different side of it, and I really enjoyed that. What was the other? I think Judgment, Gears of War Judgment was out this year, wasn't it? It was earlier this year, hey?
Yeah, it was,
yeah. Like, I mentioned earlier, Gears of War, I love that series so much, and when they released Judgment, I also had mixed feelings about it. The story was kind of, wasn't the best, but holy shit, it was a lot of fun. I played that game online so much, and one of my most favourite moments on that was, if you haven't played the game, you won't understand, but there's this one level where there's a big clearing, and a whole team are gathered in this one little area, this one kind of foyer, I guess you could call it, and they weren't moving, and I could tell, like, they were kind of rotating their character around and stuff, but I thought, fuck this, they're not moving. So I just turfed the bomb, like a little grenade over there, and then blew 5 people up, and there's, like, gibs everywhere, and you get an achievement, it's like, plunk, like, you killed multiple people with one grenade or some shit, and I've never done that in the Gears of War, like, at all, and, like, that was a moment for me. I really enjoyed that. But, yeah.
And, of course, we can't talk about gaming experiences without talking about the new consoles.
Oh.
This was definitely probably a highlight personally for me.
Don't get me started.
Just seeing, just where we're headed is just amazing, and it's the early start. Like, I'm so in love.
I have a problem. I keep walking past my Xbox and saying I love you. Like, every time I walk past, and Catherine's like, what the fuck? Like, my girlfriend's like,
I love you, Catherine. I love you.
What did you say? You. Oh, no, I just said I love you. But I was actually like, I love you, Xbox. Like, sometimes I'll stop playing the game for the night, and I'll turn it off. Like, I'll say, Xbox, turn off. Yes. And then it'll turn off, and I'm just sitting there. Catherine's like, come on, let's go to bed. I'm like, yeah, rightio.
Just give me a minute.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I love Xbox. She's like, ugh, again. Like, I love Xbox. Like, I'm so happy with this console. I think about it all the time. Like, before we started this, I'm working on an Xbox banner just because I'm like, holy fuck, I'm so happy with this product. Like, you know, I've even got on my collection shelf, I've got the original Xbox, I've got my first Xbox 360, and the Gears of War Xbox 360 on the next shelf over. So I've got the 3 lined up there. So I've got my little shrine happening. Like, I love Xbox. I mean it when I say it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I love my PlayStation. If it would sleep in my bed, I'd let it.
You can take
Well,
your
actually,
Vita
I
to
probably could take it to bed. But I don't want to squash
Take
it.
your Vita to bed.
I do, actually. My Vita sleeps next to me
It's an extension of itself.
because of the Wake Up Club. Oh,
Oh.
let me talk about the Wake Up Club. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
I love waking up to that. It's so much fun.
Bloody hell.
I tell myself it gets my brain going for the day. But yeah, I love it. Just like 2 midnight launches in the space of 2 weeks. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
But yeah, just loving it. Like playing Knack, playing Zoo Tycoon, playing Rise, playing Forza, playing Sky.
I'm about Forza out. Like, I've been playing that game the most out of all the titles I got. Like, after I clocked Rise, like I finished that, had enough of that one for a bit, and Forza's just taken over. Even though I've got Assassin's Creed 4, which I'm trying to get into more, It's fucking good, but there's something about Forza 5 where there's just something about driving these cars. Like, it's just, they made this game so good. Like, it just feels good to play. It's beautiful, and it's probably the only chance I'll get to play or even interact with these cars in my entire life. Like, I'll probably never be in the same room as these things, but, like, you know, fuck me. Like, it just looks better than they probably would, or that I imagine that they probably look like in real life. I'm really sad.
No, I know what you're saying.
Goodness me.
But yeah, I did actually get Skylanders Swap Force for PS4 and Injustice
PS4.
and can't stop playing both.
Bastard.
I have a hard time going, which one am I going to play tonight?
Yeah. Man, if they released an Ultimate Edition on Xbox One for Injustice, I'd buy it.
I had reservations. I was like, because I got it on Vita and PS4 and PS3. I'm like, I'm a little obsessed.
Yeah, but it's solid, man.
I'm obsessed.
Like
I have a problem.
I've got the mobile game on my iPad for Injustice, and it's pretty good. Like, if anybody out there has played Infinity Blade, it's just like that, but with Injustice characters.
And the Ultimate Edition is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's just got everything in the one.
Well, I bought all the DLC characters for it, and
so did I.
Yeah, and unlocked most of their costumes, but yeah.
But yeah, it is just really exciting to have new consoles and new future, but
we missed something. We can't go forward. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Ugh. So was this when I took it back 3 days later?
Yes, but I'm still playing it.
Okay, I'll let you.
Oh man, like, it's such a good story. Like, I really enjoyed the story, and I really enjoyed the characters, and the more I looked into the real actors, like, I didn't realize at first that they modeled the characters in the game after the actual actors. So when I realized that, I was like, holy shit, like, this is really cool. It's like playing a movie almost. But just wow, like, what they did with that game just blew me away. I've never been a Grand Theft Auto fan until this game. So I'm really waiting for what the next gen Grand Theft Auto will be like now. But I can't get into the online stuff. Grand Theft Auto Online, I just can't get into it. But I don't know. That was a big game, man. This year, you can't not talk about it.
Yeah, what else?
Well, it just made like over $1 billion, you know, in like what days or something.
Whatever.
Holy shit.
So also Yeah, so it's really hard to pick a memorable moment in gaming because there's so many, and every console, every game has memorable moments, good and bad. So we're not picking one because it's too hard.
Well,
to be honest,
there's
too many.
I didn't have a lot that were standout moments, only because for me this year, for me anyway, this year was kind of just really almost like a drought kind of stuff, only up until recently, where there wasn't a lot that interested me, and I knew it was only because most of the games that are going to come out have already been in development for next gen, so you weren't going to expect a lot of these kind of big games. Yeah. All those kind of big WoW games coming out for this last gen now. So I kind of knew going in that we expected the consoles were coming out. At that time, we didn't know when, but we knew they were going to be
at some point.
Yeah, this year. We knew they were going to be the end this year, but we just didn't know when. But to me, I was like, okay, there's nothing really for me really that I'm getting excited about, because it's enter game name with a number at the end. It's a sequel to a sequel, or something that's just something we've played before 5 times. And so for that, I wasn't really excited about this year as a whole. But yes, this last couple of weeks since the new consoles, holy shit, I've just my excitement has just skyrocketed now. Where I'm just holy shit, come on, bring out the next wave of games.
Yep. Definitely agree with you.
Good.
So,
yeah, good. There'd be a problem if you didn't.
True. So it has been a really big year for games. Now, I didn't want to go IGN and do best new console, but I will. Winner is PlayStation 4.
Oh, get out!
We're not going to do that because we're not that kind of place.
No.
We will instead move on to best game of 2013.
Whoa! Wow.
Now, this is going to be problematic because you haven't played it.
Right.
So it's going to be a bit of a weird one-sided talk.
Okay.
But the winner clearly is The Last of Us.
Oh, okay.
I know it's getting this award from pretty much everyone, but for a good reason. I did want to give it to Tomb Raider because it was just so damn good, but The Last of Us just took it to the next level. It was the first R-rated game in Australia to be released. And just the storytelling mixed with a crazy, scary zombie apocalypse world with really bizarre zombies, I'm going to say. And the mutated zombies were just freaking crazy. There's levels where you're underground with a tiny piss-weak torch and nothing but complete blackness, and you have to rely on sound.
Oh, wow.
And these mutated zombies don't walk around going brains. They're called clickers, and they make this clicking noise. And they see by sound. So if you make a sound, if you bump into something, you're gone. If you accidentally move the thumbstick and you trip over a rock, you're dead.
Wow.
And it's just complete black, and you can just hear this clicking, and it's the scariest fucking thing I've ever played.
Wow.
It was just horrible.
Holy shit, eh?
In a good way.
Cool.
But just the dynamic between this father... Spoilers, you're probably never going to play it anyway.
Well, I've heard all
for
about
a game to introduce you to a father and daughter, and then 10 minutes later gun down that daughter, is just...
The fuck?
What the hell? And then to carry on that with a father and daughter relationship, but they're not related, and it was just incredible. I could play this game. I can see myself, just like Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, playing this game every year because it's just an amazing journey.
Wow. Okay.
well-deserved game of 2013. The other nominees were, of course, GTA, Batman Arkham Origins,
Oh, wow.
Bioshock Infinite, Injustice.
Wow.
Sorry, but the clear winner was Last of Us.
Fine.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So that is our game of the year 2013. So congratulations to Naughty Dog. Please can't wait for Uncharted PlayStation 4. Please hurry up.
How about Naughty Dog, you stop being a Sony-only developer? That'd be good.
No, it wouldn't.
Hey, spread the love.
But look, we've talked about a lot of good things this year. We haven't really talked about a lot of bad things. There was a drought at the start of the year of games where it was kind of like Snoretown.
Yep.
Oh, look, it's Aliens, Colonial Marines. Why? Oh, God, why?
Wait a minute, didn't the Wii come out? Wii U, was it?
The Wii U did come out, yes, it did.
Wow, we forgot about that one.
We did.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
And there is a clear reason.
Yeah, it has games, right?
It has a couple.
Okay.
It has a couple.
Wow.
Look, for me, like, I don't know, I kind of view the Wii U as a bit of a wash. Figures released today show that PS4 and Xbox One have already outsold it. And, yeah, I just don't know what they're going to do. They either need to get their heads together and say, we need to create a better console than the Xbox One and PS4, and we need to release it in the next 3 months, and that's just what they have to do.
Of course they do. Like, people aren't stupid anymore. I mean, you can't get away with subpar hardware anymore. Like, if you're investing hundreds and hundreds of dollars in a game unit that is supposed to overtake your gaming lounge room, scenario, you want to know that all the third-party games are going to be released on this as well. Like, when they're too busy developing for the two big guns, the PlayStation and Microsoft, in their consoles, and they're not developing for a subpar console in comparison, you've got a problem. Like, you can rely on your first-party stuff for as long as you want, but I mean, like all those kids that, yeah, I love Mario, but I want to play Call of Duty as well, but I don't want to buy 2 or 3 consoles just to do all that. Like, I'd love to play Mario, but I'm solely just on Xbox this generation at the moment, and that's just the way I like it. I mean, Nintendo, they'll probably never give up. They'll probably keep making consoles, and they'll make money out of it. I mean, they're living off probably their 3DS at the moment. Well, that's just doing gangbusters. Yeah. But, like, eventually, it wouldn't surprise me if they go the way of Sega, like, becoming a third-party developer for their Nintendo characters. And that could be the best thing for them, because then everybody's going to play it. But then you lose Nintendo, and that's a bad thing, because, they changed gaming for a while there with their Wii console and motion sensing and all that kind of stuff, and it's probably a high call, but we probably wouldn't have Move and Kinect if the Wii didn't come out with their motion stuff. True. So like they're important. They started the whole gaming thing, for God's sakes. I mean, it would be disappointing if they lose to the point where they become Sega, the next Sega. So I think they need to kind of wake up themselves and go, oh, we probably shouldn't be off doing our own thing all the time if they want to stay in this game as a serious competitor. I mean, I'd love to believe in a Nintendo console where I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to throw money down on that before an Xbox or something, like if they could get back on top again, Mario and Zelda and Donkey Kong and Metroid, they're all going to be good, and they're consistently, well, most of the time, they're good. Nintendo is the only kind of game company that have that many IPs that have stood the test of time, they're an important player. It's just, it sucks, man. Like, PlayStation, they don't have IPs like that are just, they don't have the fan base like that, and then Xbox doesn't have, besides Halo, and to a lesser extent, like, Gears of War never got to the level Halo did, but that's what I mean. Like, these two other big guys don't have those, those big popular IPs like that the fans just eat up every generation.
So, we'll see. I'm waiting for Media Molecule to say Little Big Planet 4.
Yeah.
And if that blows up, which really think it still will. Like, that game stood the test of consoles and time.
But, like...
2, 3, 4.
They're no Mario.
Hopefully if it comes to
Like,
PlayStation 4.
they're no,
but yeah,
no
it's
Mario,
nowhere
they're
near
no
the
Zelda.
popularity of Mario, yeah.
Like, you know, and it'd be sad for those to go in Nintendo's hands on their own consoles built specifically for what they're doing. But, yeah, like, you're right, they're going to have to wake up and be like, okay, well, maybe, I don't know, in the next year or two, they could bring out another console, and it could be more powerful than the Xbox One and PS4. And then developers like, oh, boy, you know, sweet, you know, we've got this new console, you know, games will be made for that, and then ported to the now weaker Xbox One and PS4, and, you know, that might be a smart idea for them, you know, like, shit. It took them how long to get into the HD era? Like, really?
This year.
Yeah, like, exactly, you know, like, it's their first high-definition console.
And still doesn't play DVDs or Blu-rays.
Yeah, like, exactly,
hell?
what the hell? Like, they just, they cut themselves, or not cut themselves, they shoot themselves in the foot before they even get out the gate with stuff like that. Like, you and I, and most of the other people, will be using these consoles for multimedia stuff, whether we say we will or not. Like, you're going to play your DVDs on them, you're going to stream movies to them, you're going to do this and that and play games. You can't not have a console that's in the lounge room that can't do most of that, especially the simple stuff like playing a DVD or Blu-ray now in these days. I mean, what the fuck? Like, even if you bought a Nintendo console for your son or daughter and it was in their bedroom, I mean, what's the big deal? Just give them the console. If they want to watch a movie, if they want to watch the latest Disney DVD or some shit, just they can watch it in their bedroom. Like, they can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my rant.
But yeah, sorry Nintendo. You didn't make the cut.
No.
So yeah, that's our gaming year in review, unless you have anything else to add.
No, not really. Just, I'm loving Xbox. I love Xbox.
So 2014 is going to be a massive year for gaming. We have our new consoles. We're ready for all the new games, all the new franchises.
Yep.
Bring them on, bitches.
Bring on the filth.
So I would like to say thank you to Chunt for coming on and agreeing to do this podcast and then staying.
Yep. I have staying power. My stamina coming into play. My pleasure.
And to everyone who writes for Novastream Games, we really appreciate you. Lucas, hey. Thanks for contributing, you know, often. We really do appreciate it. And thank you to our readers who, funnily enough, keep coming back in the hundreds. I'm impressed.
What do you mean, funnily enough?
Guys.
Of course they're going to come back. Jeez.
Thank you for keeping us going. Yeah, we'll still be having our PlayStation 4 reviews up for the next week or so. And we'll still be posting news over the holiday break. No reviews though, because there's not really much coming out. But we'll still try and post up some game news as we get it.
They could always say hello on Facebook, you know, they could...
I know, hello, comment, someone apart from Raymond, please comment.
Yeah.
Please.
We like
anyone.
Commenting.
Anyone.
It's fun. Anyone out there?
Yes.
Does anyone read anything we put up on Facebook?
Anyone whose name is not Raymond, please comment.
Wow. That's really cool, like someone out there. Shit.
It's okay, I know him, it's fine.
Ah, okay. It's like when someone insults you and they're like, no, I'm just kidding. Like, fuck off, you were.
No, I was actually.
Oh.
I like that he comments. It's good to know at least someone's reading it.
I like reading comments. Negative, all good.
But yeah, so make sure you check us out online, novastreamgames.com.au or novastreamgames.net if you're outside Australia. You can also add us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, just under Novastream Games. So that's it, Chuck.
Aww.
1 year down. Not that we're wrong for the whole year, but still 1 year down.
Well, it's good to have the consistency going, so, you know, it's good. We know we can do that. you know.
True. So we are coming back in 2013, late January. We will be back with a brand new season of Game Over. Hopefully Chunt will return.
I sure will. You know,
we haven't.
even if, you know, somewhere along the way I become a multi-millionaire from the lotto or something, and, you know, I won't forget about you little people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'll be glad to come back if you'll have me.
Always. Always.
Very good. I'll be the Xbox to your PlayStation.
Yeah. You'll be the one to my four.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
Hey, it's better than I could be the we to your you.
Oh my goodness. God. Damn. Wow. Hey, what is it? I could be the one we for you.
God.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. So...
I did it.
I've lost it. Oh, God.
Yay, 2013, bring on 2014.
Let us know what you thought of our awards. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Was there something we missed? Comment below or send us a message on Facebook or Twitter or on the website. Love to hear from you. Hope you all have a safe and happy Christmas and New Year. And we will talk to you in January.
Yay.
That was not very enthusiastic, John.
Oh. Yay. There you go.
Slightly better. And that was a sigh.
See you next year.
We'll see you next year. Done.
Yeah.
Game over.
Welcome to Game Over.